He could do this. 10 more strides and he was there. All around the grave he saw evidence of previous visitors, loved ones who had been thoughtful enough to take the time to remember her. Their flowers, of course, were wilted, the 19 days between her anniversary and now taking their toll the only way nature could. He knelt and began to lift away the curled-up brown bunches, laying them to one side. Someone had left a small teddy bear, dressed as a nurse. It had a tiny note around its neck. "Forever young," it said. He sniffed and sat the bear up against the headstone. There were few weeds to deal with. Those early comers, those better placed, had dispensed with such things. He'd brought a single red infinity rose, the beautiful petals held inside a clear glass box. The girl in the shop had said it will last for 3 years. A solitary black ribbon tied in a bow around the glass held a card, somewhere to write a message. That had caused a problem. He'd sat for the longest time. Whom exactly was he writing it to? The next visitor? Or was it there simply to make the writer feel better? He placed the box next to the bear and stood, head bowed. Fuller had never been a religious man, and at times like these often felt slightly ineffectual. Des had his God to pray to, and the Scot believed in the afterlife, where Fuller... Well, Fuller didn't give credence to such things, and therefore in his mind there was no one to leave a message to. Consequently, the card had remained blank. She would have expected that too, he thought. Rick was dragged away from his rationale by the sound of the shuffling of feet. Off to his right, an old boy in a grey overcoat was laying flowers at a grave that had obviously been around for quite some time. The man, like Fuller, had cleared away the old dead offerings before placing his own new blooms in pride of place. "Grand day," he groaned, struggling to lift his creaking frame upwards. Fuller managed to nod in a brief smile, hoping that may be the end of the conversation. But the old guy wasn't done. He hobbled over. "Your mam?" he asked, gesturing towards Lauren's headstone. Fuller didn't quite know what to say. "No," he said quietly. "A friend." The elderly chap shuffled his feet again to steady himself on the turf. He grabbed at Rick's elbow. "Sorry, son," he said, looking up into Fuller's face. "Me eyes aren't what they used to be. I should have noticed the dates on the stone. She were awfully young, eh?" "Awfully," said Rick. "My Florence," said the guy, thumbing in the direction of the other plot. "God took her too soon and all." "I'm sorry to hear that," said Fuller. The man rummaged in his pocket and found a handkerchief. He wiped rheumy eyes before blowing his nose. Once he'd finished, he tapped Rick on the arm. "You be a military man, then?" "Was." "Aye, and it still shows and all. I were too. 4-5 Commando." "You'd have seen Hayden, then," said Rick, still staring helplessly at Lauren's headstone. "Some of it. I lost my old man there. Dark time, son. Have you seen much yourself?" "Too much, sir. Way too much." Both men fell silent a while before the old boy asked, "She was a friend, you say?" Rick nodded. The old man turned down his mouth. "Aye, and some by the look on your face, I'd wager. Now, listen to me, son. I'm about ready to join my flow." He wrinkled his nose. "Won't be long at all. I'm all busted up inside with cancer. But I'm ready, thou knows. I'm not scared. Tired of life on me own is what I am. I've been laying flowers in this place now for 27 years, sitting here talking to her, telling her about me day, then going home to an empty house." He shook his head, caught Fuller's eye again. "It's no way to live, son. Take my advice. If you can find it inside yourself, move on. Let her go." "And what if I can't?" asked Rick. The old man looked at his feet a moment, then back at Fuller. "Can I ask